Hey, all, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Sega Sonic Radio. I am your host, as always, GX, aka Chris, aka the Spin Dash, and we're here to do a bunch of music. We got a music that's gonna happen at you tonight. Theme tonight is nostalgia. We like some nostalgia here. We don't love nostalgia, but we're in a very healthy place with our nostalgia, and we're gonna kick off some nostalgia tonight from both Sonic Trainer and the Karma Collector. So enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hey, we're back. That was Emerald Hill Zone from Sonic 2 as requested by Sonic Trainer, followed up with Sonic World from Sonic Jam. And wrapping this segment up with Back in Time from Sonic R as requested by the Karma Collector. Yes, this week's theme is nostalgia, and as always, my themes typically come from, like, I don't know, what's going on around me right now, and right now, one of the most interesting things happening is the release of UFO 50, a brand new indie game that... indie game might be the wrong phrase for it. It is a collection of 50... I would say 8-bit styled games, kind of roughly presented, I don't know, somewhere between like a classic Famicom or an old gaming PC, like pre-Windows gaming PC. I think Commodore was thrown around at some point. But yeah, it's really interesting and weird, and it is presented as if it's recreating this sort of fake classic history of a game console that never actually existed, with a bunch of bizarre but, you know, interesting and like full complete game concepts in it. Entire like exploration platformers or puzzle games or weird strategy games or like arcade style single map games. It's just like if you've ever had the experience of just grabbing a whole bunch of weird stuff through emulation and figuring out, oh, this game has like a weird name, I wonder what it is, and you just load it up and it's like, I don't have any instructions for this. This is absolutely inexplicable, and just kind of hitting your head against it until you figure out what the game is actually asking you to do. That's kind of the experience of UFO 50, and then doing that repeatedly. But it's fun and interesting, and just a really unusual, experience. I recommend it thus far. It's pretty neat. It's 50 it's 50 games, but it's like 22 to 25 bucks over on Steam right now, with I think the expectation that it'll hit console a little bit later. But yeah, go check it out. It's cool. It's cool, and it's the right kind of retro. Right kind of retro's the name of the game tonight. And we've got another request coming at you for MFA, from MFA. But before we get there, hey, let's listen to some Sonic Adventure 2. Catch you guys in a bit. Hey, y'all, that's the way I like it. Theme of Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2, getting some love in chat, which I picked that one because that's an awfully nostalgic stage for me. I will stand by my attitude that I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 holds up great, but I have played Metal Harbor so much whenever I was a teenager that it's just burned into my head. Followed that up with a Lek-Man stage from Mega Man. I love me some classic Mega Man. Even the first Mega Man, which which does not kind of stand up to the second Mega Man. I still, there's something really iconic about the first one to me. And wrapping it up with a request, Into the Wind from the album Thrill of the Feel from Sons of Angels, which you will eventually know go on to become Crush 40. So yeah, I believe a lot of that album was used, as requested by MFA. Right, just want to make sure that's clear. I believe, if I remember correctly, much of that album was for a Sega racing game. I forget exactly which, but I don't know, maybe in someone else chat will know which one it is. It's not like a Sega Rally game. I thought it was something else, but, maybe it'll come to me. But then they would eventually go on to, do the main vocal theme for Sonic Adventure, which, funny enough, is on that same album as a bonus track. I believe it would go under the name The Sonic Adventure Music Experience or something like that, and that specific configuration of artists would go on to tour for a couple of times, just playing the things that you would normally associate with Crush 40, but slight differences in members at that time. Not quite Crush 40, but Crush 40 adjacent, we'll say. I think it's about time for a quiz, so let's bring up that quiz board. That's right, it's time for the Scrap Brain. As always, hey, I'm going to give you a question. It's up to you to guess along in chat if you want to. If you don't want to, if you don't want to get spoiled, there's usually options to minimize chat, or, hey, even just minimize the window if you want. It's up to you, but we're going to give you a quiz question right about now. Your question for the top of the show is, when playing as Tails in Sonic 2, what can you do in the 2013 Retro Engine and Sonic Origins remake that you can't do in the Genesis originals? We're going to go ahead and check out this song from the Overclocked Remix album, Hedgehog Heaven, and we'll give you the answer on the other side. Okay, we're back. We got a guess here in chat. That was, of course, Traveling Through a Dream from the OC Remix album Hedgehog Heaven. You can find it and so many more remixes over at ocremix.org. Question up on the top of the quiz is, when playing as Tails in Sonic 2, what can you do in the 2013 Retro Engine remake, or, Sonic Origins remake, that you can't do in the Genesis original? Well, there are a handful of things that are added between the versions, but one of the most prominent is fly. The thing that Tails is known to do. In the original version of Sonic 2 for Genesis, Tails did not inherently fly. Flight was kind of an automated process where it was just an excuse to, get the character back on screen if Sonic had moved too far ahead. So if you played as Tails in single player, then you really could not fly as him. That was introduced in the remakes, and Tails could fly in Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic CD, and, of course, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles that was created for Sonic Origins. Well, of course, he could in the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles as well, but basically it brought that flight mechanic backwards to those other games. Obviously, hey, alternatives, he also swam, and hey, if you wanted to include some of the debug stuff in that game, he could go super. Technically speaking, he could go super. You had to do some funny business, and as Supersonic in chat brought up as well, you could use elemental shields as any character through some of the level select shenanigans, but the biggest difference is, hey, it lets you fly. You could finally fly in Sonic 2 as Tails. Great, fun times. Well, that's the end of that quiz for now. Our quiz board will return in the middle of the show. But next up, we've got some more requests for you. We've got a double request coming at you. One of them from Terrace, and the other one from Clara the Cat. Ooh, the Clara the Cat one, that one has an interesting story to it that I look forward to discussing. Let's kick it off with some Sonic 3D Blast. Catch you guys in a bit. Hey, we're back. That was Rusty Ruin Act 2 from Sonic 3D Blast Saturn version, requested by Terrace, followed up by The Office from Sam and Max Save the World, and wrapping it up with the title screen from Sega Vintage Collection, requested by Clara the Cat. So, a bit of an interesting story behind that one. Claire did not actually ask for that specific song, kind of. They wanted to hear the main menu theme of basically the mobile versions, the mobile remasters of Sonic 1 and 2. They kind of share a same intro and a same menu theme. And you know, I'm kind of a stickler for like, okay, where am I getting my audio from? Because I only ever rip things from YouTube as like an absolute last resort if there's literally no other way to get the song. Like there's some official Sonic some Sonic performance, some Sonic Live orchestral performances after the major orchestra performance that, you know, they're technically in the library, but they're not exactly they're not exactly available on CD or in a game or anything like that. So I went ahead and went to rip the audio myself from the games, which, you know, it involves kind of digging through the files and trying to find where the audio track is, and I eventually found it, and it already had some metadata attached to it. And when I looked at it, the album was for the Sega Vintage Collection. Well, what is the Sega Vintage Collection, though? There's a lot of Sega collections, so like which one is this supposed to be? It's actually a series of emulated games, mostly Genesis, on the Xbox 360 marketplace. Uh, Things like Altered Beast, Alex Kidd, and of course the Sonic games. A handful of the Sonic games. So there wasn't a lot of footage. I wanted to confirm, like, okay, is this actually from? Are these tracks the same ones as on the Vintage Collection? And the only evidence I saw, the only footage I could find of the Vintage Collection itself is from a Spanish speaking YouTuber who was kind of showing it off, and I kind of had to skip through as they were going through just to compare. It's like, okay, is this the same song? Is this the same song? And it turns out, yeah, like these Sega Vintage titles predate the Android and iOS versions of Sonic 1 and 2 on the Retro Engine. So I marked it as such. I marked it as, rather than being from those Sonic titles, I just marked it as, hey, these are the Sega Vintage Collection tracks. So gave me a good excuse to dig through some files that I was otherwise not going to pay that much attention to. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting most so that they didn't bother to change the metadata in the audio tracks in order to move them from the Vintage Collection over to the Android / iOS versions. One of the tracks I snuck in there was from Sam and Max Save the World, also known as Telltale Sam and Max Season 1. And that's a really nostalgic one for me, in least in part because early on, I just was not a PC gamer. Like I didn't understand working. Well, I did not understand what was needed for PC gaming. Sometime in, I would say, like the early 2000s. I would have been in like high school, and our family had a number of computers in our house for various purposes, but they weren't exactly, you know, gaming grade machines, and I didn't inherently know what a gaming PC would have been. So I had gotten the orange box and spent a lot of time trying to make my father's laptop play these these Valve games and kind of struggle to do so. But eventually, the Sam and Max games made it to PC, and I was able to get them on Steam one way or another. And boy, that laptop did not like trying to play those 3D games, but in spite of all that, in spite of absolutely miserable performance and loading, I I completely adored going through those Sam and Max games. It was a really positive memory for me. It just the kind of negative side of that being like, this is not a gaming laptop by any means. It doesn't have a graphics card that should be doing what it is doing there. So frame rate would have been miserable, loading would have been miserable. It just would have absolutely chugged to run what it could, but by God, I made it through those games. And on a trackpad, no less. Trackpads and gaming do not agree often. So. But yeah, that's the Sega Vintage Collection story and the Sam and Max story. One of my first PC gaming experiences. However, we've got some console and portable experiences coming at you with a request from Alex Hayden BR over on the Discord. He's got one for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, plus, we got some other tracks, so catch you guys in a bit. Hey, we're back, and that was Staff Roll from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, as requested by Alex over on the Discord, followed up by Secret Base Zone Act 1 from Sonic Advance, wrapping it up with Gigalopolis Zone from Sonic Chaos Game Gear version. That one in particular, I only had one Sonic game for the Game Gear, and it was Sonic Chaos, so I spent quite a lot of time with it. Every once in a while, I did get to rent, like, I think Sonic Triple Trouble. However, I didn't get it for very long, and it wasn't, just by the nature of, like, how that game played, I had a hard time wrapping my child brain around what it was asking me to do sometimes. It was the difference between me being able to just sit there and memorize everything I had to do for Sonic Chaos versus, like, not necessarily having access to the game long enough to memorize what I would need to do for Triple Trouble. So it always stood a little bit out of my reach. But strong memories of Gigalopolis Zone. I think it's about time for another quiz. I think a quiz would be good right now, so let's do one of those quizzes, and it's, our music quiz. That's right, we've got an audio cue for you tonight. I'm going to play a song from some sort of Sega-related thing. Some sort of Sega-related thing. It could be that Sega made it, could be that they published it, could be that it's by a company that Sega now owns. I'll usually give you a hint as to, like, what its relationship to Sega is, and you just have to tell me what it's from. It couldn't be simpler. It's the simplest thing in the world. Isn't it? Yeah, I'm kind of beating around the bush here. So, I'm gonna say this was Sega. The one tonight is Sega published ? But I wouldn't say it's a game per se. Sega published it. It was made by another developer, but Sega published it. But also, I don't think I would call this in of itself a game. Maybe I would call it like a hardware OS? I don't know. That's about as close as a clue as I can give you without giving it away. If you want to guess in chat, you are more than welcome to. If you want to avoid spoilers, you can just go ahead and minimize chat, and we'll let you know what it is after the song plays. So get your guesses in, and let's take a listen. picked a tough one, didn't I? Picked a bit of a challenge this week. I tried to be as we'll say permissive with that. We'll say informative with that clue as I reasonably could, emphasizing that, like, no, it's not necessarily a game per se, kind of a system level OS, because this is the menu theme of the Sega Genesis Mini, as composed by Yuzo Koshiro. It's kind of a pseudo medley of music inspired by different games on the track, or different games on the system. You could hear a little bit of like Echo the Dolphin in there, a little bit of like Comic Zone, a bit of Sonic 1 in there, and it's kind of a bit of an irony because Yuzo Koshiro only ever did like one Sonic game, and it sure wasn't on the Genesis, the soundtrack for one Sonic game. But yeah, I figured, hey, what is more nostalgic than the weird period where everyone and their brother was making weird little micro consoles. And I thought that was a good fit for the episode itself. So just as a heads up, I'm gonna quickly refresh my page. If you're watching live on Twitch, obviously anyone watching on YouTube, you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be a big deal. It's you're going to get the locally recorded version. If you're watching on Twitch and it starts chugging a little bit, yeah, I don't know why, but my connection keeps fluctuating up and down a bit. So I apologize. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I know I'm dropping frames, and I know that's miserable, but I'm also not sure why why it's happening here. So I'll try to, worst case scenario, I might go. In fact, with how bad things look right now, I'm going to go offline very briefly and then get back online and continue with the next set of tracks. Be right back for a sec, and let's see if that'll sort things out. Okay, hopefully we're back now. I got full bars, and I don't appear to be dropping frames. Cool. I wonder why that happened. Sorry, that just communicating to chat. Hey, jump back on, if you're good. Oh yeah, whatever's going on here, it looks like it's handling my connection a bit better. My connection was miserable for a hot second. I had to close down OBS completely. Wouldn't even reconnect to the stream after I disconnected. So something was screwy there, but hopefully this has resolved it. And just in time for a trio of Sonic CD tracks for you, including 2 Sonic CD requests, one of them coming at you from Maple Syrup and the other from Anonymous Gamer. Hope you enjoy. Catch you in a bit.
side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle when you use your mind. Sonic moves. Sonic moves. Sonic speed through all emotions. Sonic time is now, he can't hide. Find the power deep inside and make it happen. Make it happen. Sonic moves. Sonic moves. Sonic speed through all emotions. Sonic
Hey, thank you for your patience, everyone who was with me there for a second. Yeah, it looks like once I did a complete reconnection, no connection issues, no drop frames, nothing like that. Just smooth sailing. So just OBS being a bit of a pain tonight. But once I gave it a good kick, seemed to do perfectly fine. That was Palm Tree Panic from Sonic the Hedgehog CD, Japanese version, as requested by Maple Syrup. Followed up with Cosmic Eternity, Believe in Yourself, requested by Anonymous Gamer. Both of those over on the forums. And wrapping it up with Sonic Boom Crush 40 versus Cash Cash from the Sonic the Hedgehog CD anniversary soundtrack. And a very Crush 40-ish take on we'll say a piece of music that didn't even originate in Japan. So yeah, a little bit of I grouped all the Sonic CD stuff together tonight just because it was like, why not? We have a bunch of Sonic CD. Why not put them together? We're going to go ahead and move straight into our next trio of songs. This one has two more requests. One of them's coming at you from, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but over on the Twitter, they are Hasbomi. And we're going to have one from staff here, Knuckles87. And we'll kick off this segment with some Sonic Gems collection. Enjoy! And I'll see you guys in a bit.
so fast we deliver to the future land. For the growing world of tomorrow we strive. Passing through the matrix of data, driving you into cyber dive. Even when you're lost in darkness, you must believe in tomorrow, it will come. Just like angels with burning hearts will face the risk of our lives. Side of night, I cheer to embrace the magic. Visions displayed on the monitors. Can you see the moon and the stars and the sun? Could they be in our imagination? Side of night, I cheer to embrace the magic. Starting an adventure for our future. We are all hoping for. Setting out to lead us to the new universe. To the brand new sky we dive. Wings we have up shining white. Aquamarine colored sky. Fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. Dream of people we're powered by. Running at the speed of light. Just do it, just Burning Rangers. Don't you feel like you've just lost your way? Oh, we're always watching over you. Dreams are kept in a secret place. Cradles rocking with love. Sometimes a piece of our dreams have fallen off. Together we can make everything right. Just like angels with burning hearts, we'll face the risk of our lives. Side of night, I cheer to embrace the magic melody from the distance. Can you hear it? Like the song of an angel with a tear in her eye, with an affection for her guardian. Side of night, I cheer to embrace the magic, starting an adventure for our future. We are all hoping for. Setting out to lead us to the new universe. Shining through the starry night. We'll always stay by your side. Nights under a soft moonlight. Fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. For this dream of ours we must try. Keep this hope of ours alive. Just do it, just Burning Rangers. Burning Rangers. To the brand new sky we dive. Wings we have up shining white. Aquamarine colored sky. Fly high with grace and pride. We're gonna make it right. Dream of people we're powered by. Running at the speed of light. Just do it, just Burning Rangers.
That was Staff Roll from Sonic Gems Collection, as requested by Hasbami over on Twitter, followed up by The Beginning of Adventure from Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, and wrapping up this segment with Angels with Burning Hearts from the Burning Rangers soundtrack, as requested by Knuckles87 over on Staff, one of our I would say our second most senior writer on the site right now. Always contributes to the thing. I need to go bug the rest of the staff and get them to send in requests as well. See if I can get some weird stuff that they want to listen to. However, the one thing I want to listen to right now above all else is another quiz question over on the Scrap Brain. That's right. It's the bottom of the show, and it's time for another quiz question. As always, you are welcome to guess along in chat. If you don't want to guess along in chat, if you just don't want to be spoiled, you could just close or minimize the chat window or just the video window, and we'll make sure we'll let you know the answer after the song. Our last quiz question for the evening is this: In Sonic the movie, the OVA anime, what is Sonic and Tails' home made of? They show their home a handful of times, but what do they actually live in? What is their home made of? Go ahead and guess if you'd like, and we'll catch you up in a smidge. Enjoy this music until then. Rather confident answers there from Sonic Trainer and Knuckles87. Question was, once again, in Sonic the movie, the OVA, what is Sonic and Tails' home made out of? And many people guessed a dilapidated airliner and several other broken vehicles. There's a handful of times when they actually show it. The screenshot on screen right now is from closer to the beginning of the movie, but there's an extended sequence where Tails and Knuckles go inside to actually analyze some technology in it. But yeah, it is very much an old dilapidated airliner. I think it is implied that in the OVA, the world is supposed to be like a future, basically like an apocalyptic future of our world where cities are abandoned on the actual Earth, but there's a ton of just floating islands all across the sky that people actually live on these days, and just a lot of like destroyed buildings and technology across it, and yet still they have a president question. It's I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, and I'm still weirded out by the fact that yeah, as Knuckles brings up in chat, Sarah's just an anime cat girl. If you want to talk about nostalgia, the nostalgia I have for that OVA. It anytime that I'm reading an IDW comic where they are doing like classic Sonic stuff, the voices that pop into my head are the voice cast of that particular OVA. For some reason, that has become my headcanon cast for what classic Sonic should sound like. So, fun times. Knuckles, you missed your request. I don't know if you were listening or not, but we just had played Burning Rangers. But we have a couple other requests coming up for a couple other songs, including one from The Dominator and another one from I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but I'm just gonna rush through it and hope I'm accurate. Thomas Alele, and from over on the Discord, and we're gonna kick things off with some Sonic Mega Collection. See you guys in a bit. And you listening at home, you're my hero for sticking with us here on Sega Sonic Radio. Kicked that off with Options and Extras menu over from Sonic Mega Collection. That was a request coming at you from the Dominator over on the SSMB. Followed up with Dr. Mario from Super Smash Bros. Melee Smashing Live album. And closing up with You're My Hero from Sonic 3D Blast Saturn version, as requested by Thomas Lele over on the Discord. As discussed in chat here, there is an orchestral live concert album of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Another nostalgia thing. I have finally been trying to actually get my CDs onto into my library. I have plenty of digital albums, but I also have quite a few CDs as well, and Smashing Live was one of them. It was basically a recording of a Japanese orchestral concert of Super Smash Bros. Melee music, but they gave away a copy in, I think, both the US and UK Nintendo magazines, and I was a subscriber of Nintendo Power at the time. So, I had a good chance to go back and listen to that today as I was putting it into my library. Not the first time I've put these things into my library, but just, my music library is a little bit in disarray for everything that isn't SSR here. I've got stacks of CDs just sitting on my desk. It's like, I know I've ripped you before, but I don't remember what quality or software I used to rip you in the past. So I'm just gonna rip you again. I got like 2 fists high just of Weird Al albums. Don't expect those on the show anytime soon, but I'll be happy whenever I can just pull them up whenever I need to. We're gonna wrap things up. This is our last trio of the evening. Not our last song of the evening, but our last trio of the evening. We've got 2 requests. One of them is a rather late request coming at you from Sonic Joe, and the other one is from a Twitter user who posted something and then their reply disappeared, so I don't remember who they are, but I remember what they requested. So these two, I've got a song for me, and then I've got a song for Sonic Joe, and then I have one that's just marked as unknown Twitter user. So whoever you are, I did notice your request, but before we get to those 2 Sonic songs, we're gonna listen to another track from a CD that I was ripping today, the Psychonauts soundtrack. So enjoy, and I'll catch you in a bit. Hey, that was the Milkman Conspiracy from Psychonauts, followed up with Sega Carnival from Sonic Riders, as requested by Sonic Joe, and wrapping it up with I Am All of Me from Shadow the Hedgehog, requested by some unknown Twitter user who, I don't know, their reply got lost somewhere or they deleted it. I don't know. Something like that. But I noticed it, and so I added it to the playlist. So, yeah. Psychonauts, I don't know, big Psychonauts, I would say, was formative to how I see games today. It was a game that I played in college and struggled to stop playing until it was absolutely complete. Kind of foregoing, sleep and other things. But yeah, it for a long time, even now, it's kind of hard for me to look at, like, if someone asks me what my favorite game is, it's the impossible question. Like, it's so difficult to actually say one particular game that's my favorite. But if I ever had to, my go-to was Psychonauts. And it's not because it's the one I played the most, but it's just the one that kind of made me reinterpret, like, what narrative in a game could be, or what storytelling and character development in a game could be, that still kind of stays with me today. It's a really good one, and I sadly still need to play Psychonauts 2. Maybe I will soon, now that I've finished. I finished the entirety of Yakuza 0 recently. It basically consumed an entire week for me, and I put 100 hours into it. But I'm a free man for now. I'm a free man. I could play some Psychonauts if I wanted. It seems like that might be a good idea. However, what would be a good idea for you guys is to go check out everything we've got over at sonicstadium.org. That's right, it's sonicstadium.org, one of the internet's longest running fan community sites. We've got forums, we've got news, we've got events, we've got Discord chat. We got all manner of nonsense over there, including me, over on the forums periodically, and over on the Discord, unfortunately, quite frequently. And you should go check it out. You can also follow us on Twitter or on Facebook, Blue Sky. All of those would just be at Sonic Stadium. If you want to catch back episodes of this show, it has a dedicated YouTube channel just over at SEGASonic Radio. You can search SEGASonic Radio and we're approaching like 20 of these. I forget the exact number we're at right now, but it's starting to get up there. Like, we're getting a decent amount. And hey, if you want plenty of Sonic music playlists for throughout the day, you can do a lot worse than giving us a subscribe or a like or comment or whatever over on our YouTube page, SEGASonic Radio. Hey, and I think we're gonna wrap things up for the night. I chose for our closing song tonight another OC remix. This one's from the Speeding Towards Adventure album, 25 years of Sonic the Hedgehog, and the track itself is just called Speeding Towards Adventure. It's the album's namesake track, and it's a remix of Sonic the Hedgehog. So hope you enjoy. Thank you again for listening, and I'll catch you guys next week. But what if there was one more song? What if there was one more song, an encore tonight? I know a lot of people have some nostalgia for this. Let's take a listen.
遊びの道に魂込めた一人の男が今日も行く。真面目に遊ばぬ奴らには体で覚えさせるぞ。セガタ三四郎、セガタ三四郎、セガサタン四郎。カラオケナンパにクラブ他にすることあるだろうが売れなきゃ遊べぬやつらには心に問いかけるぞ。セガタ三四郎、セガタ三四郎、セガサタン四郎。若者よ、真剣に取り組んでいるものがあるか。命がけで打ち込んでいるものがあるか。セガサターンしろ。指が折れるまで、指が折れるまで。刹那の快楽追い続けても虚しい余生が残るだけ。とことん極めぬ奴らには体に叩き込むぞ。セガタ三四郎、セガタ三四郎、セガサタン四郎。白い浮雲真っ赤にたぎる遊びの地。途中で投げ出す奴らには体で覚えさせるぞ。セガタ三四郎、セガタ三四郎、セガサタン四郎。セガタ三四郎、セガタ三四郎、セガサタン
Good night, all. Peace.